a crap ton of headroom.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want me to move it down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or up.
I don't know how to do this shit, man. It's gonna be confusing me. There, I can do that.
Leave it to our cameraman.
I mean, I was going to get my tilt the camera down.
Oh, that works too. Go do that. That'll probably work a little better. There we go. I'll tell you when. Way too hot, low, way too low, way too low. Go up. You cut off Avison's head, and that is unacceptable. Right there, good. Oh, wait. I think you're good. That'll work.
Touch it yet.
You're good. It's fine.
I don't know how, because they didn't move it.
Oh, you moved it. You don't think you moved it? Look at
No.
that. You can see almost half the TV now, bro. Okay, now I just gotta make sure. I think we might be live, actually.
What?
I think we might be live. We'll find out in a second when I go to the Twitch. Oh, I didn't want to go to the dashboard. I wanted to go to the camera channel. I think we're live. Oh, we are live, ladies.
Oh, jeez.
So everyone wave to the camera. Say hi.
Hey, what's up?
I'm going to go ahead and share this and get everyone. Come join our stream. We running this bitch.
Come join us. It's Cinco de Mayo. We have free tacos. For us.
It's not Cinco de Mayo yet.
You're right, it's tomorrow.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I think the bold action's starting tomorrow.
Like the rifle bolt action?
No.
No bold action. Yeah, but I'll be sleeping through it, unfortunately.
It's a fundraiser campaign for my church.
I want to
Yeah.
sleep through stuff. I don't get to sleep. I got to work tomorrow. And I work Sunday. And then I work next
Ouch.
Saturday and next Sunday.
And the big reason I'm sleeping through those is because I'm headed to Mount Pleasant that afternoon, so I actually need to. And I've lost sleep the past few days, so.
Wow.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it catches up with you.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. I've been, I'm on 7 days a week for the foreseeable future. So started like a week ago and it's miserable already.
Not fun. No, sir.
Come join us on Twitch, people. You guys are responsible for watching chat because I can only see like part of it.
Gotcha.
I am Captain Jacques Roberts.
Is that your voice?
Yes.
Is that what you're going with?
Yes.
Because that's going to drive me nuts all night, just so you know.
Okay, let's be fair here. Everything about this character drives you nuts.
Yes. I agree 100% with that statement.
Freaking swashbucklers.
Let's be fair here. They do their job.
Yeah.
Did you choose the sailor background
Tonight
for him?
they die.
Of course.
Oh, there you go.
Tonight they die. All right, so I got a thingamabobber here that I'm going to start. And then we just got to settle on a loudness, I think.
Oh,
It says
boy.
nothing is currently playing. No, don't do that. Nope, stop. There we go. Okay.
Wow.
There we go. We're going to go down to here, and I think this is the one I settled on. We'll see. We're going to hit play now. Ooh, that sounds good. I like that. Do you like that? I like that.
Yeah.
We have the music.
We got it.
We got the beats.
We'll have that keep looping. Is that not too loud, is it? You can hear me just fine?
Maybe a little bit lower, but not by much.
How about now? You meant the volume.
I thought I meant the volume.
Okay, I got you. All right. How's that?
That's better, yeah.
You're
Yep.
welcome. I did that for you, Ian. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I know.
Alright.
I asked.
So, hello and welcome, heroes.
Yo!
To the Crit Academy broadcast, I guess.
I guess.
I don't know. I just kind of decided to do this last minute. Literally, like. So we're down a few players today. So I put something together for these two fine gentlemen. We will be running a level 8 adventure. So I will be your lovely DM. Feel free to send kudos my way. I will be leading this off. I'm going to try to keep the nice background music going, but I'm going to be honest, I'm not really good at it, so it'll probably die off.
He's not.
But I'm looking forward to running this adventure. Hopefully it's a little something different. It won't be too long. Like I was just saying to these guys, I got to work in the morning, so I can't stay up as late as I normally would to run these.
Hey, we got someone in the chat.
Yay!
Oh, snap. Somebody showed up. I don't even know who that is. Say hi, though.
Fugbot 13.
I think I can actually blow that up so I can read it.
Yo, what's up, dude?
What's up, Fugobot? Sounds like an Autobot?
Oh, it's Ryan.
Which Ryan? Oh, okay, hey. Well, I guess I can spoil something for you.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
We're almost halfway to our goal already.
Nice.
And the episode hasn't even aired yet.
Nice.
I honestly expected it to be kind of low until that point, but I'm really excited. So thank you for joining us today. Hopefully you'll stick around a little bit. It's kind of impromptu, so I don't know if anybody will show up. But anyways, I'm going to be your DM today. Hopefully it'll give you all the shakes and the chills and make you feel weird and fuzzy in special places. Why don't you guys tell us a little bit about yourself, and then real quick for people that aren't familiar with our show, and then tell me a little bit about your character.
Well, I'm Ian, one of the other co-hosts for Grit Academy, as some of you already know, and tonight I'll be playing the swashbuckler rogue, Jacques Roberts.
Oh yeah, what makes Jacques interesting?
He's a pirate.
That's not interesting at all. What is there something special about his pirating?
Okay, part of his background was he was part of a pirate crew, but then a little kerfuffle happened between the crew members and the captain. He sided with the captain died.
Okay, that's cool. A little bit of kerfuffle.
Yep.
That's a funny word, isn't it? Kerfuffle.
People died.
Figobot says, that's freaking awesome. I got Tater's books. My Ranger and Wizard flipped when I get them their copies.
Nice.
Yes, so you might not actually know. We recently had Ryan on our show as a guest to talk to us as a teacher who teaches D&D and uses it as a learning tool. Well, he mentioned that he didn't have enough books for all his players, so one of our listeners, New York Tater, actually said, hey, why don't we put something together to get them all the books? So he's already sent them a couple books, and we've raised half the money to not only get them the books, but maybe get them a bunch of extra supplies, too. So we're stoked.
That's awesome.
Playmat, money, dice.
Yeah, all that good stuff. Hookers.
Yep.
How about you?
Wait, what were you supposed to do again?
Who are you?
Who's your character?
Who's your character and what makes them unique?
Hi, my name is Matthew. I'm a new D&D player, even though it's only been like several months since I've started playing. And I play
She's a baby.
Yeah, I'm a baby D&D player. And I play a tiefling paladin named Chiron. And he serves the platinum dragon god Bahamut.
Does he wear anything to indicate that he is a...
He wears a holy symbol. And his, I think...
Gotta check his notes.
Yeah, his chainmail has some markings of the platinum dragon.
Okay, now that I'm actually paying attention, I'm gonna need both your characters' names because I was.
Wow.
So we got Jacques, right?
Jacques.
Jacques, the human. What race?
Yeah, human.
Okay, human rogue.
Yep. He has a very nice jacket and a hat.
And then we've got
You have Chiron,
the
tiefling paladin of vengeance.
You know, I just thought about something special about this character that I could have mentioned earlier.
Oh
What's
no.
that?
You are annoyed every time I played this guy.
It's true. Hey, I can confidently say for you, Matt, there's no monsters with disintegration in this game. Just so you know.
There's a story there, but that's another time.
Yes. So before we get started, there's a couple things. First of all, I'd like you guys to give me initiative rolls as well as Constitution saves.
Oh,
right out the gate. While they're doing that, for those of you that don't know that are joining us for the first time, we run a podcast called Grit Academy. It's a Dungeons & Dragons podcast where we talk all about D&D, from teaching you how to play to giving you new and reusable material for you to bring with you on your next adventure. So you can find us on iTunes, Libsyn, Google Play, all your favorite platforms.
Okay, the hate's good to continue.
Oh yeah, why is that?
Well, my con save was a 20.
I got
That's
a
not
14.
bad.
I got a 14 on my con save and a 9 for my initiative check.
I may have gotten a 30 for my initiative.
Damn. Oh, you're level 8 if I didn't say that. You got a 30?
A 30.
Yeah, you little fast bastard. All right. So now that the bookkeeping is taken care of, I guess that we should move on with the actual adventure.
Alrighty.
Which means I have to scroll all the way back up through all my notes and stuff. All right, so there's going to be a few little things different just because we're on such a time crunch. So some things we're going to make a few assumptions. You guys are friends. How did you meet? Give me a quick rundown of that. You're traveling together. Why?
You'll take a point on this.
Yeah, what the heck would a pirate be traveling with a Bahamut?
Good question.
We're looking for a bounty.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad that you mentioned that because the name of said bounty is Uraltak.
Uraltak.
Is it the necromancer from the last
Urlak.
campaign?
Urlak. Sorry.
Urlak.
No, it is not the necromancer from last campaign. He. If you give me a second. A woman named Catherine had put out a bounty on a man named Urlak. She really had her own motives, didn't give you a whole lot, just says he's a really bad man, and you guys just went with it because there's a lot of money on the line. Yes, so your search has brought you to the town of Dinton. It's a fairly small town, not too fancy, a couple hundred, probably like 400 or 500 people, very, very small. But of all the things that stands out, there's something that really does stand out. Off probably a good quarter of a mile just at the edge of town, there's a very large, very pristine mansion.
Ooh.
And that really stands out considering the rest of the time, while doesn't appear to be broken and poor.
It's rustic.
It's very rustic. Right now, the weather, you guys have arrived kind of early in the day, say just before dinner's about due. The sun's shining, but it's a little bit overcast, and people are meandering about doing their business. Your investigation has brought you to this town that Urlak should be in this town somewhere.
And what do we know about Urlak?
All she told you is that he did something inexcusable, and something that puts his head, dead or alive, gives it a lot of value to her. She didn't give you a lot of information personally. She did warn you though. He's a master of the mystic arts and a master of trickery. So to be careful. When it comes to him, what you see is not always what you get.
Oh, great, a trickster.
So you guys have a few options. Obviously, some of the basic ones are meet people, walk around town, ask around, go to the local inn, maybe look for the militiamen in charge.
Yo.
Yeah.
So you have a few options ahead of you. Those are some samples. Is there anything you'd like to do? Either one of those or something else?
So what's in charge here? Guard, sheriff, militiaman?
You're welcome to ask somebody.
Police?
Would you like to ask around?
Yep.
All right. So as you guys are kind of moseying about, you see a young child who's carrying some fruit and some veggies and stuff, and he kind of is in a bit of a rush, and he's kind of walking by you. Do you snag him? I'd say about 12 or 13 years old, and old enough to know what's going on. You see a lovely woman doing her laundry out the window, and a few merchants,
laundry.
a few merchants kind of flailing their hands trying to get you to buy stuff.
I'll walk her to one of the clothing merchants.
I'll stand behind him.
All right, as you guys walk towards this little nice bench or stool or station, I'd say more of a little station. He goes, "Hey, what can I do for you today? I know you want some of these. We got the best pants in all of Dinton." And you hear from the side, "You're the only one that's got pants from Dinton." Yeah. "What can I get for you? What size do you wear, sir?" He walks up and he's measuring you and taking your measurements, not giving you. "What can I get for you? What color do you like? What color's your armor?"
We're looking for information, actually.
Judging by the color of your armor, your black is your thing. You know what? I've got a nice collection for you. If you just give me a moment, I will go get some for you. And he scurries onto the back. You hear him tossing some stuff, throwing some stuff in the back. "I got it." He comes back, shuffling back out. And he says, "Here, what do I got?" He shows it. It's beautiful looking pants for you. He says,
boy.
"I've got a shirt with it." And he pulls it out and he's holding it. He's flashing it, and the wind catches it, and it's billowing in the wind. "This is for you. This totally goes with your outfit."
Actually,
clearly not giving you a chance to even get a word in edgewise.
Oh, boy.
I require two things, sir. First, and this alone will give you a gold piece. Where would be the law in this town?
Oh, the law. Oh, man. That's Captain Blaylock. That's who you want. But before you talk to Captain Blaylock, let me tell you what I got. What? You don't like his name?
No, nothing. Just.
But let me tell you what I got for you. Before you go talk to him, I've got the stuff for you. See this black? It goes great with those shoulders. The nice slim trim you've got going on there. Even look at this. There's even a part for your sword to belt to go right through and hang really nice. Look at that. With that ass and these pants, dude, you will be just blowing away the ladies.
And Blaylock, he can be found in the town center, I assume.
I'll be honest. I haven't seen him in a few days. Last I saw him, he was talking to Brother Astor. But before that, what do you think? Eight silver pieces, and it's yours. The whole outfit, and for free because I like you, I'll throw in the little satchel as well.
Actually,
that goes with the whole ensemble.
What I would prefer, however, and this is my point number 2, how much for the hat up there?
That hat. Let me tell you about that hat. What is it particularly you like about that hat?
Well, a good sailor such as myself can appreciate a good tricorn hat with a nice sized feather in it.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? Let me tell you what's special about this tricorn hat here. There was a really popular sailor who used to retired here not too long ago. And he used to tell me about all the stories of that luck that hat brought him. But unfortunately, due to some inconvenient run-ins with the law, he ended up kind of having to sell a lot of his stuff. So that one has a lot of history. I'm even told there's some, might even be a little bit of magic behind that hat with that feather in it that you just found.
Luck fee, anyone?
If you're interested, for that one hat, he grabs it and he spins it around. He shows you the nice. You'll see that we've actually improved the seam on the inside here. We've redone it. We've cleaned it off. It looks great. The feather's a little bit worn, but it's got love and experience. That's all it's got. Is this what you want? Because for you, I will sell it to you for 2 silver pieces straight, just for you.
Done.
All right.
A good hat goes a long way.
He flips it and it kind of just tumbles towards you. Catch it right out. It's like, I knew you could do it. Now you. Ooh, that's interesting. What does that sigil mean?
It is the sigil of Bahamut, the planet.
Great. Let me tell you about Bahamut. I've got an awesome sword that I think you would just love. He scrams to the back, and you're wondering, why does this clother have a sword? You hear him tossing boxes, and you can hear jingling of equipment, and he comes out. He's like, I'm sorry. Gotta control your property. He wanders by. He says, don't worry, Jim. I got this. He says, look at this sword. He shows you this very finely crafted sword. It's got a ribbon hanging from the end of it. It's a long sword with a ribbon hanging from the end of it with the crest, the insignia of Bahamut on it. Mm-hmm. And he says, I am told that this blade was used by the long line of family members to slay the enemies of Bahamut. And you can actually see the nice wear in this weapon, in the groove. You can see that it's seen a lot of experience.
So it's used.
It's used. It's used. But he says, look at the beautiful craftsmanship of this thing. Look at this jewel in the pommel. You can see it as you look closely. You can give me an investigation check.
Boy. That is a 20 total.
As you're looking at it, you can look like somebody tried to pry the jewels out of the sword. He's like, and you can see all scuff marks on it. He's like, I promise you, it looks a little worn, but it has slain a great many foes. Bahamut would be proud. I am sure that this weapon has the blessing of Bahamut. Can I interest you in it, sir?
May I hold it first?
Absolutely not.
All right.
Do we have a deal? 28 gold pieces and it's yours. The history and lore alone makes this so valuable.
Unfortunately, I do not have the funds for that.
Well, why am I talking to you? Get the hell out of here. And he goes about his business. He shuffles in the back. And as you look at, as he opens his curtain, you can see that he's just got boxes and boxes of different stuff. You see one that looks like it's full, overflowing with cloth. Another one that's got a bunch of swords and staffs sticking out of it. And you even you see like almost a full plate of armor back there. All right. So he informed you that he had not seen the captain in some time, but the last time he did see the captain, he saw him with Brother Astor.
Sounds like a priest name to me.
And who is this priest that you speak of?
Oh, I think we lost this.
Oh, he's in the back somewhere. If you want to wait for him, he'll be back out in a little while. You hear him cursing and yelling. He's like, man, I almost had that sale. Do you guys wait for him to come out, or?
No, I actually look for the nearest tavern.
I go with.
Well, fortunately for you, there is no nearest tavern. There's the tavern. So as you're walking by, you spend a good, 10, 15 minutes wandering around until you come to this old, janky, looking, inn. Hang on.
Smells like home.
All right. So as you walk in, you see this old sign that's all janky and broken, and it looks like it's got like a cracked bell on it, and it says the Vulgar Bell Tower. As you can hear a little bit of clatter kind of going on. There's definitely some people in there if you want to mosey your way in.
I do so.
I follow suit.
All right, as you guys push the door open, it's just what you would expect. Where's my thingy here? Oh, here we go. Okay, I gotta adjust my. I haven't really organized this stuff very well, so I'm not super great at finding what it was I had playing. As you guys walk in, you hear.
Welcome, honored guests. Come in, unburden yourselves, and rest your weary feet upon our velvet-lined chairs. Quench your parched throats with a mug of ale, and warm your bones by our hearth. We offer plush pillows, feather-stuffed beds, a warm fire, and, above all, a safe haven from whatever troubles you. Come, the register is right this way.
Ha!
So he welcomes you in. You see some halflings in the corner playing some music.
A little bit lower.
I'm working on it.
Excellent. How many look like Peter Dinklage?
Peter Dinklage. Dude, do you not love his appearance in Infinity War? No
Oh
spoilers.
my gosh.
Biggest role yet.
Yeah. I know. See what you did there. All right. So as you walk in, you see several kind of patrons. You see a really tall, overweight, brown-haired, amber-dyed human with a kind of like looks like a big great axe. You see another stout, a stout white-haired person. Look, maybe big beard, might be from. It's hard to tell from behind, but you think it might be a dwarf. And of course, you see the thin, lanky, auburn-haired gentleman who just introduced himself as he wants you to rest your weary feet on his velvety chairs.
First off, I'll take a glass of rum, sir.
All right, I will take that. He kind of just. We're not going to deal too much with money at this point. We're just,
Right.
He said he waves down, and you. I assume you. He kind of does the give me my money motion.
Ding.
He slaps it down and kind of goes over and pours on a thing. What'll you have?
Water.
Get the hell out of my inn. Or my tavern. Water. We only sell whiskey and booze here.
I walk away.
And the occasional grape juice. Okay, so what do you guys need? There's people around. You can ask any person. Oh, wow, I didn't link that and loop that. Oops.
I asked the bartender. So we hear that the captain of the guard here has not been seen in town recently.
Yeah, sorry. To my knowledge, he went looking for them dear brother and sisters there from the temple and hasn't returned. That was easily 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago. It's hard to tell when you drink as much as I do.
As much, eh?
Yes, and he slams back his tankard.
And we heard that he went to visit a brother Aster.
Yes, if I remember right, Brother Aster actually told him that Sister Felicia and Hammond went up to that their mansion and didn't come back. the creepy old one over there, and he kind of points, and you guys see this brilliant one. It's the weirdest thing, it was nasty and dirty for nigh on 5 years, and all of a sudden, like almost overnight, like magic, it started looking good. It was the weirdest thing, I'll tell you what, man. I'm pretty sure some smells were even starting to come from it. It's like, but I know that Aster had asked him to go and investigate what had happened to them.
And by any chance, have you, what's the name of our bounty again?
Hey, waitress! Some more ale. Give me some of that bourbon toe.
I believe the bounty is a man named Ulog.
Does that name ring a bell to you by any chance?
Urlach?
Ulach.
Is that what you said? It's Urlach.
Ulach.
U-R-L-A-C-H. Yeah. Nope, don't ring a bell.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
That is a 17.
He's either not lying or is not aware that he's lying. He seems to be being forthright. He doesn't give any visual cues to indicate that he's not like looking away or twitching or anything like that. No micro emotions to give away that he might be lying.
Okay.
So you have really no reason to disbelieve that what he says, or at least what he thinks he says, is true.
And what else can you tell us about this mansion here in town?
Well, some folks around here might tell you they think it's haunted. Ever since Albright Sparrowwing abandoned it, it kind of just fell into disarray. But like I said, overnight it just kind of poof, and now looks like good as new. It's the weirdest thing.
We have heard Ulach might be skilled with illusions.
Yeah. It could be his work, but maybe we can...
Well, now that you mention, they talk about the magic. Albright Sparrowwing was a wizard of sorts. Used to be like an adventurer type, much like yourselves.
Until he took an arrow to the knee?
No, he didn't take an arrow to the knee. I'm pretty sure he took a spear to the gut, actually. But, powerful magic doesn't stop you from a good old-fashioned weapon. You know what I mean? And he holds up his sword.
As I have discovered, a wizard cannot use some components if he cut his hands off.
Ha! That is true.
I had never thought about that. A mage cannot use some of his spells if you incapacitate his hands.
Are you speaking as both the NPC or the DM?
Yes.
Both. Anyways, so far, here's what you've gathered. This place was in disarray for years, and then almost last month, the lights started coming on, and poof, it looked brand new almost overnight. So
perhaps we could.
Sorry, go ahead.
Perhaps we could get more leads if we head for this temple that he mentioned.
Yeah, good barkeep. Where is said temple?
He says over there, and he just points at the wall. Wait. He kind of orients himself. That way. Go out and hang a left, and he kind of gives you some directions towards the...
and what deity do they proclaim to?
Son of a bitch, dude. Jesus, just fucking go!
And that's what you know you derailed the campaign.
Yeah, well, I don't have one picked out. He's like, I don't rightly know.
Alright then, I walk away.
Alright. I down one more thing of rum, then take off.
Alright. As you approach, you see this massive building. It's probably the biggest structure next to the mansion. I say massive, it's like 2 stories, and it's got a pretty wide base, good, probably 50 feet wide and, 40 feet long, something like that. Pretty big boxy square type thing, like a rook.
Good.
You actually recognize the insignia as the Temple of Helm. I sure hope that's a good deity.
The Temple of Helm.
I'm pretty sure.
Helm?
Helm.
Helm.
What do we know about this helm?
You don't know shit about Helm, okay? Because I don't. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead and give me a religion check.
19.
So you actually know that Helm, God damn it. You know that Helm was the god of guardians and protections and protectors. He was worshipped by guards and paladins both. He was often seen as a cold and focused deity.
Helm, lawful neutral, the
vigilant one. Thank you very much there, Ryan.
Vigilant.
I'm glad somebody... What'd I say? Vigilant?
Yeah.
Yeah. Glad somebody knows that. And the Watcher, apparently. Trying to look for just like... Yeah, that's all I'm going to give you right now, because that's really not important to what we're doing since it's a one-shot.
Right,
so,
yep.
And I'm trying to keep it going. All right, so you walk into the temple, and you see, some sisters and brothers walking around, and you do see one that seems to stand out. They all have their garb on, but there's one that has a ribbon wrapped around his shoulder.
Amazing. The music in the temple here sounds like the tavern.
Oh, son of a bitch! I told you I was gonna fuck that up. I hate you all. But anyways, so as you guys approach...
Yes! I got another DM to yell at!
Yeah, kind of the thing, right?
Right.
That was for you, Jeremy.
Oh, he might use some. There we go. I found some. Bastards.
Oh, boy.
Alright, so now that you're in the temple... What do you want to do? You have one gentleman that seems to have, everyone's wearing pretty much the same robes, except one has an armband that seems to make him appear different than everyone else, and he's standing up the front, appears to be giving instructions.
What kind of instructions?
I don't know. Cleaning instructions.
Okay.
He's shouting, Yes, sister. Help Marianne with the back room in the stables, please, if you would. Yes. Welcome. Are you here to pay your respects to the great Helm?
Perhaps. Are you Brother Aster?
I am. What can I do for you?
Excellent.
We're looking for...
A holy man. It's nice to see.
Chiron bows.
As you should.
Usually I find these most holy every time when he gets hit by a trident.
Okay, yes, so you bow. Is there something I can help you for? It's very odd to see a holy tiefling, I'll be honest. Usually your kind is surrounded by fear and hatred and
now you're just being racist.
To be one that follows
Be nice, Jacques.
a holy way is most intriguing. I'm sorry, what is it you came to see us about?
We've come to seek Captain Blaylock.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, he has not returned from the mansion yet. That was 2 weeks ago.
And we know you were the last he spoke to.
Yes, I sent him in to see, in search for Sister Felicia and Brother Hammond. They both have not returned. It's been nearly a month. The mansion had been abandoned for so long, and then to all of a sudden spring to life, we had to meet the new residents and welcome them to the village, of course. But since they arrived, or since I had sent them on that task, they have not returned.
Does the name Ulak mean anything to you, by perchance?
Urlach? There's an R in there, bro.
Yes.
Okay. It does not, should it?
He is a bounty we are tracking, and we tracked him to this town, and we also know he's an illusionist.
That's interesting. Well, let me tell you what I know. There's a lot of mystery surrounding that mansion, as in a matter almost overnight, it went from a nasty, worn-down building into the magnificent mansion that you see before you. So I wouldn't be surprised if that is the work of some wizard.
And we know that he's wanted dead or alive. The sizable bounty.
Then you'd be hard-pressed to find him in a public location such as a temple, I would imagine. You must be quite foolish.
We're just following leads before we spring the trap.
Well, you're doing a All I look over to see Ryan says yes, but that's creepy, and since it's out of context, I don't know what he's talking about.
I know, right?
I think he's talking about the descriptions about Helm.
Oh, okay, yeah. Not in my module, so I didn't have an answer prepared since it was kind of just something I decided to do earlier.
Wizards needs to make like a little guidebook about the many pantheons in D&D.
Yeah, there's some of that in the DMG, but not as much as would be nice.
Yeah.
I could pick up the old stuff though.
Actually, I think I came across someone doing a Kickstarter book for general role-playing games.
That'd be cool.
There's actually a compendium app.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, the watching one. That's the deity I would want to be. Anyways.
Yep, I just pictured him with a bag of popcorn.
All right, so if you're looking for an illusionist, I would start there, and while you're up there, if you're interested, I still am. I fear for the captain's life as he has not returned. So would you be willing to continue his endeavor and search for my brother and sister?
I'll keep an eye out.
We'll do our best.
We will reward you in the best way that we can, with thoughts and prayers. I couldn't even make that with a straight face.
But keep in mind though, thoughts and prayers from a deity that gives spells to people might mean something.
Yeah.
That's a good response. But yes, we will be happy to give in any way that we can, if you can, especially if you can recover my brethren.
We'll do what we can.
All right. So what's the plan? Are you guys heading up to the mansion?
Mansion.
Or we could observe it for a day and a night first before we go inside.
All right, stakeout. We're gonna do a stakeout on the mansion. Justin's Michael Jackson impression is a 10 out of 10.
What was that? That was my Michael Jackson impression.
Are you okay?
Am I okay? Am I okay? Am I okay, Annie?
Yep.
I see what you did there. All right, so you guys are gonna do a stakeout, right?
Yep.
Are you gonna try to avoid being seen and all that jazz?
Not a problem.
Okay.
Not a problem for him, but it's a problem for me because I have disadvantage on stealth checks.
Shit, he stole my joke. Sorry, Ryan. So do you have you're talking about just in stealth, or do you have a special feature that might help in this?
I'm just stealthy.
Okay. So
I do have an Outlander feat.
I don't know what that does.
I think that's when you're in the woods.
Well, that's unfortunate when you're in town.
Ah, crap.
All right. So you guys scurry over. You find a really a collection of trees just on the edge of town, close enough to the mansion that you can see it, but not so close that you're gonna give away your location. So what you guys end up doing is grabbing a bunch of bushes and branches and stuff, and kind of creating like a nest area for you kind of to kind of hide in. Do you guys hide up in a tree maybe, or?
I do.
I don't think I can.
Well, you don't have to be wearing your armor all the time.
And you can climb.
Yeah, you can climb. It's just not super reliable.
I think I'll be on the ground.
Okay, so you guys managed to kind of hide yourself in the bushes, and you set a stake out. Give me a couple perception checks.
One
of you, yeah, there you go.
Any stealth checks while we're at it?
Nah.
Okay.
I'll call for a check when I want it, boy.
Well, that was consistent.
A 9 and a
Damn,
17.
Ryan is sharp. He says Outlander is for athletics and survival.
Yep. I rolled 2 8s.
Yep, thank
Next
you.
time, can you turn away from the mic? Nobody wants to hear that shit.
I got a 9 and a 17 for my perception.
8 and 8.
Okay. So as you guys are poking around daylight, how long were you planning on staking out? A couple days?
About a day.
A day.
All right. So while you guys are sitting there nibbling on, some nuts and dried jerky and kind of just keeping an eye out, keeping a low profile, you only ever see one person enter and exit. If you give me a second, I gotta find the description of the gentleman here. It was a very tall, gaunt man. You weren't close enough to get a really good look at him, but you've seen him kind of come and go a couple times. But he's the only one you were able to see in that time, and he looked kind of upstanding. He was wearing really fine clothing. So,
does his height match the description that Catherine gave us about Urlach?
No, but no, it doesn't. Sorry, I was mixing something up.
Okay.
All right.
Fine clothing, you say?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he looked very well kept. There's a rumble in my tummy, and I don't have stakeout music going.
So it's like a barbecue then?
A barbecue? No, not that kind of steak, dummy. Yeah, so you guys have done your stakeout. Nothing seemed to change. The light stayed on at night. You didn't see too much wandering around. Nothing to indicate any.
Hey, we got another viewer.
Ongoing.
Woohoo!
New York Tater.
Tater.
How you doing?
I couldn't give you a heads up because we didn't know we were doing it, bro.
I didn't know he was doing it until I was on my way here and you messaged me. Hey, give me your headphones.
Kind of was just like something we just decided to do at the last minute, bro.
Alrighty then.
That's you guys, and you're spying and you're watching and.
Tossing like up and down.
Okay. So what's the plan? You guys didn't observe anything out of the ordinary other than somebody obviously lives there.
We could just knock on the front door.
I don't see why not.
Very well.
All right. So you guys approach. Ooh, this is where we gotta get serious now.
Tater's excuse: I was downtown at a street party.
You do seem like the kind of guy who would enjoy a street party.
Or at least the booze. This isn't the one.
"19 days and a wake up to enjoy the USVI, LOL."
All right. Where's my button here? There it is. All right. So, as you approach, a neat gravel path bordered by a small white flowers leads up to the hill to Albrecht's mansion. It is architecturally.
Oh, so it is Albrecht's mansion.
Well, yeah, the guy told you that. He says, yeah, Albrecht was his house until he just stopped showing up.
This is the first I've heard that.
No, I've definitely said his name. I only mentioned him once that it was his place. That he had it and then went into disarray.
Okay. Okay.
A neat gravel path bordered by the small white flower leads up the hill to Albrecht's mansion. It is architecturally simple, a rectangular home with sloped shingled roof and wooden siding that is painted forest green. Behind the main house, you see rotting foundation. You see rotting foundation of what was once likely a servant's home or a guest house. You said you're gonna knock on the door.
Yep.
With a loud. After a few minutes of waiting, you guys are kind of hanging out there. Door kind of creaks open. A tall, gaunt man opens the door. He is wearing fine clothes and sips a cup of coffee as he examines you for a moment. You recognize this man as the man who's been coming and going. Suddenly he smiles. Greetings. My name is... Ooh, I should give him a voice. Greetings. My name is Barty Sparrow. Sparrowing. I'd be delighted if you'd join me for a cup of joe. I hadn't had visitors since I moved in. I think the townsfolk are a bit scared of my father's old house, though. He kind of chuckles.
Your first
kind of
visitors,
chuckling
you
at
say.
his own joke. Well, yes.
I'm going to roll insight, because why not?
Same.
20.
That is a 13. Don't be spilling your stuff.
I'm sorry, bro. He kind of just smiles at you, and while you don't think he's lying, there's something off, but you can't quite put your finger on it. But it's not. It might not be because you don't think it's because he's being dishonest with you.
Well, if
would you want to join me?
I accept your patronage to your establishment.
He welcomes you guys in, and he says, "Come. Why don't you have a seat?" As you guys walk in, fine blue carpeting covers the floors of the entrance and hallway. Oil lamps are hung at even intervals on each side of the hallway, and between them are several large portraits of the same smiling man wearing different rich and exotic outfits. The blue carpet continues up a wide open staircase in the front entryway, leading to a landing on a second floor that's overlooking this room. So you have a long hallway that's got some rooms on the side, and then at the end there's a set of stairs that comes up, and there's a second floor landing there. Everyone give me an investigation check.
That dice is on timeout.
The dice is on timeout. That's funny.
11.
Yeah. 2.
Okay. He ushers you into a You guys made me add a bunch of different things for my music. Now I can't find the ones I'm looking for. There it is. All right, I got it. He ushers you in to the dining room, and he's come. Let me get a cup of Joe. And he says, as you walk into this dining room, you walk down about down past 3-4 doors, and to the right he opens one up, and then you can see the dining hall. It's a large oak table, takes up the mass center of this room, surrounded by blue cushioned chairs that match the carpeting. A chandelier of candles and crystal hangs over the center of the table. Dozens of paintings of fruit bowls, feasts, and scenes of drinking and revelry cover the walls. Everyone give me an investigation check.
12.
16.
All right, he says. He kind of sits down. He hands you guys each your cup of Joe, and so what brings you to my new home?
Well, we've heard rumors that the captain of the guard of this town and some people from the temple have been missing after traversing to this mansion.
Horrible.
And the brother and sister of the Temple of Helm have been missing for a month, and the captain for 2 weeks.
Oh, that is terrible. Oh my, I had no idea there were such happenings. Is that why they're so frightened of my mansion?
Well, it did change appearance in the day, by the sounds.
Oh, well, yeah, I spent a few days working on it. Of course, it was in quite disrepair when I started.
I'd imagine so.
But I spent a good whole weekend. Myself and my friends helped, and we got it cleaned up pretty good. Luckily, it was mostly just the outside. The inside was pretty good.
Sounds like those are good friends to have.
Oh, of course. Your best friends are the ones you can count on. And I love counting on friends, because those are the people who will be there when you need them the most. So friends are in short supply for many. So I appreciate those that I have.
And aren't we able to meet them by any chance?
Well, they're not here right now, but if you'd like, I'd be happy to have a housewarming party or something. I did miss that opportunity when I first arrived, of course.
It does seem some festivities may be in order.
He says, well, you know what? I'll get something written up and send something to the mail, out to the mail immediately. If you just give me a moment. And he kind of pushes his chair back, stands up, and walks her. I'll be back shortly. Just wait one moment. And he shuts the door and he wanders off. Everyone give me an investigation check.
14.
11.
Okay. So you guys are sitting there drinking your coffee.
I didn't drink it once.
Oh, okay.
Neither did I.
All right. So you guys are sitting there with your coffee.
The fact that he didn't know of the people missing coming here is a little off.
Well, mind you, there is a little bit of distance between the town and here. I mean, it's only like a quarter mile, but...
Do you think they could be in that servant's house?
Perhaps. Or there could be a basement in here.
That's true.
And there are many doors that lead to many rooms. You know what? I'm going to listen, see what I hear.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Same.
24.
4.
You can hear some feet scuffling. That sounds like it's coming from outside the door, maybe across the hall. You can hear some little bit of mumbling.
But just one set?
Yeah, you don't
Okay.
hear nothing else. And you kind of recognize the... It's hard to tell through the walls, but you do recognize the voice as Barty, this gentleman, Barty's.
Yep.
As you guys are hanging around in the room for a little while, and 5 minutes pass, and 10 minutes pass, and 15 minutes pass, and he still hasn't returned. You do notice that the audio, the noises he was making and the shuffling seems to have disappeared.
I'll stick my head in the hallway.
As you poke your head out, you see the nice blue floor and all the several rooms and the staircase leading up to the next floor, but no Barty in sight. All the doors do seem to have been shut.
I'll open the one that's next to the room that we were in. Slowly.
All right, now I almost wish I could.
I can try and be quiet about it.
Let's do this.
I'll keep a lookout for him. In case Barty comes back.
I'm going to take a snapshot of this so I've got the map and the...
Wise.
Normally I have like printouts and stuff to help with that, but... Alright, you said you look at through some of the doors?
Yep.
And I'm keeping a lookout just in case Barty comes back.
As you, so you're hanging out the door just kind of doing one of these things, kind of preeking around, listening. Give me an investigation check. As you walk to the door across the hall, you open it up, and as you open the door, several chairs are placed alongside the walls in this room. A 5-foot-tall marble statue of a naked nymph stands in the corner of the room. And along the back wall is a gilded clavichord with a pastoral scene painted inside its open lid. Give me an investigation check. What was yours?
14.
14.
Okay. What are your guys' HP and stuff? Because I'm going to track that for this game.
59.
68.
All right. So yes, you see in this room this nymph statue. Other than that, you don't see anybody in it.
Okay.
Do you want to poke around or just move to another room?
No, another room.
All right. So once again, you're standing there, kind of keeping a lookout. Give me a perception check. You scurry to the next room on the floor, kind of kitty corner from where you're at. And as you open the door, you can see a stove and several small prep tables take up the floor of the kitchen. Pots and pans hang from the ceiling, and a water basin, complete with indoor water pump, stands empty. Complete with indoor water pump, stands empty in the west corner of the room. Although everything appears to be in good condition, there are no signs that the kitchen has actually been used recently.
Interesting.
I owe you a lich.
An inch.
Oh, I thought it was a lich. You could tell I'm so far away from that screen. I was like, oh, we just had our show. One of our shows was just about a lich.
I got an 8 perception check.
For perception?
Investigation.
Investigation. Oh, dang it. 3.
All right. What'd you get?
8.
All right. So you can. All right. So as you're poking around in the kitchen, Ooh. So as you're poking around, you hear this weird noise, and then instantly over top of you is this thick, viscous fluid of something.
Poking around in the kitchen, unquote. Is that what you kids call it nowadays?
that that's funny. There it is. So this, so you hear this, and you start moving your body, and you can feel the burn. You see this blue tinted something has encased you. I need you.
To what?
You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, you're pro at that.
16.
Tater, that's what happens when you have a 68 and 0 an inch.
So, as this thing tries to plop down on top of you, you're able to kind of push yourself out of it and off to the side and roll out of the way. And you see this big giant cube of blue goo alongside of you. And then you hear and another one falls from the ceiling again.
Son of a...
Another dexterity saving throw.
Do I hear this?
16.
You're going to hear it in a second. This is ambush. What'd you get?
16.
All right.
Keep in mind, I can't be surprised. Keep in mind, I can't be surprised.
Yeah. So it as it comes dropping down from the ceiling, you dodge out of the way, and now there's two of these. One is a big giant light blue kind of color, and the other one is more like a yellow mud and is less consistent. Do you say anything or indicate to him that anything's going on?
It's the same amount alone in here, and the residents seem to be hostile.
I book it.
And may I roll would be a nature check to figure out what these are.
Yes. Or Arcana. I'll take both.
Same for me either way. 6.
You have never seen anything like this. Are you going to head into the room?
Yep.
You're going to get into the room around late.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to actually take the first initiative here, rolls here.
Okay.
So as these things are kind of like jiggling and gelling and encroaching on you, you get to act first. What do you do?
Okay. I suddenly procure 2 daggers from my sleeves.
Okay.
And I'll throw the first one at the blue blob. And that will be a good number. That's going to be a 22 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, and that will be for... I guess I'm not next to it, so I don't get my sneak attack. For 6 damage.
All right. Anything? What else you got? Is that it? That ain't it.
Oh no.
Oh, I was like, roll all your damage.
Yep.
Roll all your attack.
That was all my damage for the first attack.
Okay.
And I'm going to move up to it and attack it with my other dagger for my second attack.
Okay. So did you throw the first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, that's going to be a 25 to hit.
Is that slashing damage or piercing?
Slashing.
No, daggers are piercing.
This is very important.
Sorry, piercing, yep. I read the wrong line.
That's okay.
And I got my sneak attack damage.
Okay.
And that is going to be... Wow, that's a lot of 6s.
Oh.
12, 14, 7, 22 damage.
All right. Did you attack the less formy or the kind of blob or
the blue one?
The blue one. So you jump to you dodge out of the way as these things drop out of the ground. You throw your dagger as you pull it out of your sleeve, and as you're throwing it, you're dashing towards this thing almost at the rate of the dagger you've thrown. As the dagger sucks into him, you grab your dagger that's inside, and you do like a spiraling flurry of strikes with your dagger. And as you're cutting into it, it's weird. I thought for sure this would have like damage immunity or something, but like a resistance at least. As you're cutting through it, it almost looks like you're leaving little scratches in it, but you're not getting as deep as you would think. I need you.
I should have done this earlier.
Okay, I was just making sure I read what this ability did. So you assault it with this barrage of blows, and like you're sticking in jello, and it's just, and the thing just kind of wibbles in your place.
Like a jello.
Like a jello. Like I kind of want to make a Bill Cosby joke now, but I don't think it's the right.
No.
Time. Is it too soon? So as you're engaged with this, the one comes up behind you. And it like wraps its gooey, drippy, I would say tendrils, but they're not really tendrils. They're just these monstrous
It's a blob.
blobs. Stretches around your body. Damn, not my day today. As it starts to reach around you, you see it come, and you kind of twist your body as it splatters on the ground. Give me an investigation check.
1.
Okay. Wow, that's fantastic. As it tries to hit you, it misses. The other giant blue one kind of starts to slither towards you, leaving this like ichor on the ground behind it as it tries to engulf you. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
You're like literally the worst fucking person to go up against these with your stupid high-ass attacks.
I'm okay.
You rolled pretty good.
23 impact.
All right, so as it's trying to get closer and inch it, it starts to stick, like your hand gets engulfed, and you pull back and you jump back. You have the ability to move 5 feet.
Okay.
But if you move away, you won't get engulfed, but the other monster is right alongside you.
Okay.
So you will have to take an op attack.
Yeah. I'm not gonna move away, but I just don't want to be engulfed.
Okay. All right. Top of the round.
Me again.
It's you, and I will let you know when you go.
All right.
You got a
I got a 9.
9. Yeah, you didn't do very good.
9.
9.
You hear. You walk in and you see this. You just come to the door. You see him engaging in this thing. You see him fighting these blobs. One's like got this brown, ugly blob of like gook, and others this nice little rubbery, blubbery square.
All right.
Do I know what these are?
Hit nature check. What are you gonna do?
No. 3.
What'd you get?
3.
You've never seen anything like this before. It is just mind-boggling. This looks like something you would eat, not something you would get eaten by.
Okay.
That is just uncanny.
Sticking out 2 short swords. No. From the back of my neck.
Okay.
Oh, are you going Kirito on us now?
You attacking the blue one or this cube or
Still the blue.
blob? Okay.
The cube.
Make it happen, Captain.
Okay. That's gonna be a 26 to hit.
Gosh.
This is a weird enemy to have in here if you guys are such high level. So weird.
Ah. Wow, that roll was crappy.
Story of my life.
3, 6,
8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9.
16 damage. Piercing.
How does it end?
Wow. Ooh. I chop up into little small cubes.
Oh, so as you've kind of learned that it's really slow, and you've kind of got a rhythm for its motion as it's kind of wavy and jiggling, and you stand back, you draw your blades from your back, and you dash in, and you pull a Chef Boyardee thing with a not Chef Boyardee. Who's a professional chef? Dave Ramsey? No, not Dave Ramsey. He's a financial guy. Who the hell's the mean guy that swears at everybody?
Gordon Ramsay.
That's the one. They're both dicks.
Yeah.
Anyways, as you run in, you just do a mincemeat of cutting and professional core. You see just these little cubes just fall into.
Why did the chicken cross the road? Because you didn't effing cook it!
Didn't decapitate it first either.
And often attack on the other blob.
Alrighty.
Oh, even better. That's going to be a math my worst enemy. 24 to hit
Math is hard. Yes.
for 11 piercing damage.
So as it's kind of just slushily mucking, moving around, you dash and you cut part of what looked like you thought was its arm that was reaching for you, as it just bloop, as it drips down and then kind of melds with the bottom of its body, and it begins moving and violently starts tendrils start kind of whipping out as kind of a cracked whip right towards you. It's something. What's your AC? Is it over 19?
Mine's a 17.
Oh, thank God. It makes a gelatinous attack with this blob, and it kind of splatters you in the face, and you think you get some of it in your mouth. It's like it's got a little bittery taste as it's and it's dripping all over you. You take 9 points of damage. Oh. Plus 5 points of acid damage.
So 14?
Yes. I actually thought it said I was going to take track of your guys' stuff this time, didn't I? I didn't do that. Shame on me. So it's kind of stretching out and punching you in the face, and it's getting in your armor of Bahamut. Your signals all like covered in gunk, and it's dripping all over your body, and it's just nasty, and it smells like rotted corpse.
But the rust
really,
is clean.
Ryan? Really?
That's what she said.
But the rust is cleaned off.
Okay. The rust is cleaned off. All right, your turn.
All right.
What is Chiron gonna do?
I am going to draw my short sword and attack it twice. Let's see. 17 and 18 to hit.
Yes.
So I add my strength modifier to the damage roll, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Oops.
Shit. Just got real.
That's a 5 on the first. Piercing damage.
Okay.
And a 4 piercing damage. And I'm rolling poorly on
What kind of weapon you using?
Short sword.
All right. Yeah. So as you're cutting through it, once again, you're lopping off like gelatin parts of it, and it drips down and lands in a puddle. And as it's kind of moving over top, it sucks it up, and it starts wailing on him. You know you're assaulting it with your sword, but as you cut more, it just kind of melds back into its body. All right. What are you gonna do?
We're in the kitchen, right?
Yes.
Try to see salt.
Give me an investigation check.
Ooh, 15.
Yeah, you spot some salt off in the corner with some pepper, some other stuff.
Black pepper, you say? I'll take the salt and throw it onto the blob creature.
All right, so you grab this pepper of salt and you chuck it.
Yep.
And as it hits the creature doesn't seem to notice.
Okay.
Like it hits it and bounces off, but it looks really odd to you. Give me an investigation check.
2.
Still looks odd. The canister just kind of bounces off of him.
Well, I was trying to throw the canister, like I was taking like the lid off.
Yeah,
and
you pull it off. Okay. As you wipe it, sorry, I misunderstood what you wanted. As you kind of like crop dust the oh yeah,
Yep.
as you try to sprinkle the salt on top of him, he doesn't seem to react at all. If it has effect, it doesn't show it, but it's also a big blob that's just dripping with nasty and brown. And
well, being like a fluid-like creature, so I was just curious if it
if it had any effect.
kind of like a slug. No, I mean,
New York Tater says dropping your die like that should be a crit 1, critical fail.
yeah.
So I think we should store that and save that for later, like in Bambi chest, where I can just drop it wherever I want. Like, oh, sorry, you just rolled a crit. It's a 1. I'll be my own diviner. Be awesome. It doesn't seem to have any effect, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
I feel bad because any other day, any other module, I would give you something for that. But
Okay.
the unique circumstances doesn't let me do that.
Fair enough.
And I feel bad because that's very creative. Well done. Oh, bad guy's turn. It turns and it reaches out and it tries to kind of grapple with you there, Mr. Chiron. Contested check. You can either roll a strength or you can roll a dexterity.
I'm gonna go with strength.
Okay, so you got to beat 17.
You can do it.
Nope.
Just not right now.
6.
This thing gets a hold of you and starts pulling you in, and it's got it. You're completely encased in this. What kind of armor are you wearing?
Chainmail.
Your chainmail's getting this gook all in its chinks, right? And it's starting to paint your armor this nasty, ugly brown, and the smell is really starting to get to you.
Hoping you're wearing the brown pants today, Chiron.
It's your turn.
My turn?
Your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna break out of it.
All right, it's contested check. Oh, you got that, as long as you beat a 6.
Yeah.
17.
All right, so as you kind of burst through it, you send splattering goo right into Jacques' face and all over the walls, kind of like me after I eat a lot of Taco Bell in the bathroom, just everywhere. All right.
Or Tony's.
Or Tony's. Yeah, Tony's does it too. All right, that would be your action then. What are you gonna do? Make it dead.
Short sword, slicey dicey.
More like a stab because it's piercing.
Okay. The first swing's gonna be an 11.
Yep.
All right, that means
I think short swords should be both because you could really slash or stab.
I'm surprised they're not slashing, which means both attacks hit. So all together.
I'll be honest.
Brian's comment: Taco Bell ruins toilets.
Yeah, it does. Well, it depends. If you don't like your toilets brown, then yes. But if you're in the mood for a new paint job, they work great. Taco Bell's great.
The one in Cloud's getting redone. Like they completely closed business.
They just redid it.
I know.
3 years ago.
I know.
Okay. And 27 piercing damage.
A couple of people I know at church are annoyed by this.
As you
I was one of them.
as you assault this thing with a rapid tempo assault, you've got just a barrage of blows going in. You're penetrating through, and as you're stabbing it, you're like whipping away its fluid, so it's almost like it's shrinking as you're sucking away its sludge. It pulls around to slam and it's attacking against you in your face.
Me?
Yeah.
What's it got against me?
22.
Hits.
You're bigger.
11 points of damage as it smashes into your chest, and you feel your shoulder kind of just ache as it hits you with a strong impact.
This happens every fight.
Jerks
You
away.
take a little damage and I walk away. Hey, is it easy?
Well, in their defense, they tried to ambush you and failed miserably.
Yeah.
Your turn.
All right, I'm gonna attack it again with the short sword.
Why don't you guys have slashing swords? Like half this battle is these things getting cut and then reproducing.
It's not my fault
Both
that
miss.
all.
Both miss? Well, how do you know?
I rolled a natural 2 and a natural 3.
Okay.
So that's what? 10?
Not enough.
5 and 6.
All right. So as you
Wait,
go...
wait, only 5 and 6?
Wait,
Don't you have...
8 and 9.
Yeah, but say.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not used.
That makes a difference.
I'm not used to this level.
Yeah, that makes a difference. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes. You hit.
I hit
Yeah, it's a big effing blob.
both.
Are both over 8?
Yes.
Or both 8 or higher?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then yes.
Gosh darn it! Why is it?
I really wish I had more time to prepare this, because this would have been a lot. This could be a really great module.
A total of both attacks, it would be 11 points of piercing damage.
Math is hard.
It is.
Ryan, show your kids this video and tell them this is why they're in school. How's it end?
Okay. Do you have some of that?
You want me to take the lead?
Yeah.
I can do that. All right, so you're starting to notice that every time you stab it, it almost looks like the goop is falling back together. So you almost shovel it. As you're swinging, you're using like the broadside, and you're like scooping it away as you're splattering it on the wall. When you leave, the whole end looks like total carnage. The brown stuff's all over the wall, and the gooey, ewy, sticky has made this nice room not so nice anymore. Sorry, that's not super great. I don't know how to describe a ooze getting cut up. You just like stab it and it just like
It looks like somebody had an accident here.
All right, so as you guys kind of clean up your mess.
Well, I had my old sunblade. That would have been slashing damage.
No.
We're not gonna talk about that.
No sunblades. All right. So now you're in this nice room. All is quiet. You still have not seen Barty, but these oozes things just tried to ambush you.
They failed.
Yeah, they did.
Next room.
All right. There's only one more room before the only other entrance is the or the only other exit is the stairs.
Yep.
As you approach the room.
I used 10 points of land hands to heal myself.
Oh, you're gonna touch yourself? So as you reach out,
Dude,
back into
do not start with me on that.
As you reach out and back into the holy Bahamut, energy begins to surge and course through your hands. And where do you touch yourself? Show me on the doll.
I'm just gonna touch where the holy symbol is at.
Okay. Where do you have your holy symbol hanging?
It's like a necklace.
All right. So you touch it, and your body kind of just, you kind of feel this reinvigoration as the energy rushes through your body, and you can feel where your shoulder had been smashed earlier, where you thought you could have swore it was almost dislocated. The pain kind of seems to subside until it's completely gone. Wish my ibuprofen worked that well.
Right.
All right. All right. As you open the last door,
Carefully.
you creak it open. Plush chairs and couches fill this room, surrounding a coffee table with an ivory obsidian chess set on it. As in the other rooms of the mansion, the lamps on the walls give off a faint scent of incense, but in this room, the spicy aroma barely covers up a putrid stench of rotting flesh. Give me an investigation check.
Sounds like death in here.
It's exactly what it is.
13.
1.
Why
Hey.
is it investigation? Why
Hey,
not perception?
Hey, I got an automatic fail. You're welcome.
You don't automatically fail skill checks in them one.
No, you don't. That's not auto crit fails aren't a thing, and auto crit successes aren't a thing
Nope.
in 5th edition. Now, on skills anyway, on
Yeah.
attacks,
That's a different story altogether.
auto crits are auto hit, but one isn't like a natural crit failure or anything where there's like penalties, which I'm a fan of, but I like penalties too. Which our next episode's a lot to do with that. It's about drama cards. I love drama cards.
Oh,
I haven't
boy.
used them since 4th edition, but I really think
Drama
they're a good idea.
cards.
Anyways,
Wait,
not
you
to-
have drama cards?
I do. I print a bunch off, but they're really cool. And they're not like just like crit failure things. There's like one that says, hey, instead of inspiration, I would give you this card, and it might say, you know, when somebody's knocked down, you can, you know, use this to stand over their body, and they cannot be attacked or take or suffer any death saves while you have it. You know, stuff like it's really cool. I really enjoy it. I haven't used it since 4th edition though, and I need to get on that. All right, so yeah, that smell is just horrendous coming from it. You don't know what it is. The room looks nice and clean. Everything appears in order, but man, the smell is just assaulting your nostrils. Give me a Constitution save.
Didn't we already do that?
You did, but I need another one.
Okay.
14.
Not that. 9.
Man, so as you take a big whiff of this, you vomit in your mouth. You quickly swallow it back down, and you're like, ew. Kind of open up your wine skin or your water skin and take a drink to kind of clear it. But
Yep.
the smell is horrendous. What are you guys gonna do?
I was smelling like this since the fishmonger. Let's just stock up for a week.
I really don't like the looks of this.
It looks beautiful. What are you talking about? You mean the smell of this?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so other than the smell, there's nothing else in this room that's of interest. I can, other than the chairs and the table.
I don't
chess
believe
set.
that's all that's in here. Because our bounty is an illusionist. And we're spelling death.
Yeah.
Maybe some people got a little too curious of who...
Did I give you an investigation? I gave you an investigation check for this room already, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to prep a floorboard.
You're going to pry up a floorboard? Okay, give me an investigation check.
18.
Excuse me. As you begin trying to pry open as you begin to pry up the floorboards, the area around you the area around you begins to instantly change, and the illusion is shattered in an instant.
Ow.
Son of a
As you
gun.
look, shards of wood and bits of stuffing cover the floor of this room. In the southern corner, on the top of a large pile of ruined furniture, is a bloated, rotting corpse wearing studded leather armor. The ceiling in the western corner of this room has fallen through, revealing an empty closet above. The smell of the stench has been given away as this corpse, as you see a captain's sigil on his on his pouch.
Wow.
Patch.
That may explain a lot.
Wait a second.
I ripped the patch off.
Okay.
I fear that those blobs might be the missing clerics.
Not anymore.
Oh, look at that. That's interesting. I like that. So your character thinks that maybe what he slayed wasn't what he thought?
To the kitchen.
Go back to the kitchen.
Yep. Is it still a kitchen?
Did you guys do anything with the body, or you just pulled the thing off?
I pulled the thing off.
Okay. As you rush back to the kitchen, you see... Hang on, let me scroll up here. You see the corpses of two people wearing temple clothes. One is a female and one is a male.
Well, they're dead.
You guys have accidentally slain two temple goers. The two you were asked to retrieve.
Found them.
The two that the captain failed to protect. Wah, wah, wah. As you look down, you see the look of...
Not helping, Ryan.
Dun, dun, dun! You look down, and as you look, you can see the fear in their eye, in the young girl's eyes as she passed. The fear is still there as you're looking at her. You can see tears streaming down her face. You can see her wrenching on what looks like a necklace that has an insignia of helm on it, almost as if she was holding it out to protect herself.
Didn't work.
No, it didn't. The gentleman, you can see his hands are all cut and torn and ripped off. You sliced his fingers off, and you know his outfit is just cut to shreds. Parts of his legs and his sides are laying in this room.
I take the Sister Cleric's necklace.
You pull it from her cold, dead fingers.
Yep. Pirate.
He's like, I don't give a fuck. So what next? The only other place to investigate is upstairs.
Only one place to go.
But technically, you've achieved part of your goal, right? to find and return. I guess it would be what's left of these two people.
Well, this proves it then.
Are you heading up? Where are you leaving?
I think we have a lead for our bounty, finally.
Yes.
As you make your way up the top of the stairs, the floor in this hallway is covered in plush blue carpeting, and dozens of paintings of scantily clad elven women are hung along the walls. Two narrow passages branch off the hallway that must lead to the mansion's living quarters.
This is upstairs?
Yes, as you reach the top.
So it's
It's the overlook corridor area.
so the upstairs looks nice.
Yeah, it all looks nice, except for the one room that you tore up the floor on.
I take a crowbar and pry up the floor.
Give me an investigation check.
I mean, it broke the illusion before, so logically.
I do the same to help out.
14.
3.
As you begin prying into the ground with your using your sword.
No, I'm using a crowbar.
Okay, as you got a crowbar, you pry, and it busts and it pops open, and you can just see the framing underneath.
I do it again.
Okay. Give me your investigation check at disadvantage.
Watch me roll 2 20s. Oh, well, not too far off.
Oh, that's not bad.
No. Too bad I could pick the lower one.
What'd you get?
12.
Oh.
Are you helping him or no?
Yeah, might as well. I got a 5.
Once again, you pry up another board, and it takes a little bit of struggle, but as you do, the board gives way, and the nails pop up, and you can see the underneath the floorboards into the frame.
We could just burn the place.
Will that help you find your bounty, though?
Dang it!
I mean, I'm not saying you can't.
Might smoke him out.
Do you have anything to start a fire?
Flint and tinder. And this house is made of wood.
Also, give me a wisdom saving throw, both of you, please.
Ah, darn it. Ooh.
5.
21.
Nice. So, as you're hunched over...
Actually, wait a sec. He can take my aura of protection.
Is it cast?
No, it's an ability.
What's it say?
It's just always going.
It's constantly going. Starting at 6th level, whenever you or a friendly creature within 10 feet of you must make a saving throw, the creature gains a bonus to the saving throw equal to my charisma modifier with a minimum of +1.
What did you get?
5.
Okay, I don't think that's going to help him. But that's important to note,
Yep.
because there's a lot of... All right, so as you're prying up this floorboards, trying to break what you think is an illusion, at the end of the hallway, because you guys reach the top of the stairs, at the end of this hallway where these stairs lead to, you look up as you see this massive minotaur charging at you, and it's running towards you. It's leaned over, and it's heading right forward to gore you.
Okay.
Roll initiative. I didn't tell you to roll.
22.
Sorry.
Technically, you didn't tell me to roll either.
I meant you. All right. Yes. All right. Yes. You can go first, as this thing is charging at you.
Oh, no.
Okay. Short swords come out. There we go. Well, the lowest I rolled was a 17. To attack. 2 attacks.
And as soon as I find what I'm looking for, I'll let you know. There it is. Yes.
Oh my gosh. What is that, a 6 on that one?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Wow.
Sure.
You rolled pretty high.
30 damage.
Yes. So, as you assault this thing, it comes in. You see it about to gore you directly into your stomach. You kind of duck out of the way. You draw your swords and you cleave its head in half.
Actually, I was gonna stab her just above the collarbones. Because I don't want to kill it. I just want to incapacitate it.
Okay, so you don't kill it, or well, you try to incapacitate it. You stab it into the its chest. So is that like non-lethal damage, stabbing it right into the chest?
Not non-lethal as much as like I'm not trying to kill it.
Well, your damage would say otherwise. That's what I'm trying to, because you can
to incapacitate it.
Okay, well then stabbing it in the chest is probably not the description you want to use.
No, he's hitting here.
Up here, yeah.
Yeah, right into its right here. Are you coming down like that?
No.
Or
forward?
Forward. Okay. So you pierce through its chest as it's trying to gore you, and it's shaking its head and it's rambling wildly, and it tries to. You've got it good. You've managed to what you think is incapacitate it, and then it grabs you and then pulls itself off of your blades and bellows in your face, and spit splatters in your face, and it smells nasty and like it hasn't eaten it's morning dragon breath. Everyone knows what that is, right?
I've had your mother well done yesterday.
So as you're all of a sudden, so here's what you see. You're sitting there. You're both prying up these boards. You're not exactly sure what he's trying to do. You assume trying to break some sort of illusion that because it worked once, and then all of a sudden he draws his blades and just rushes into a flurry of blows and pins him in something, and you don't know what he's doing.
Huh.
Oh, snap.
What?
I was just reading what his abilities were. I just crit.
Oh, no.
On a 2d12.
Ooh, nasty.
Oh, no.
That's a 10.
Yeah, I know.
I got a d12 over here.
I got him. Shit.
That's a 1.
Fuck that shit.
No, if on the floor, it's a 1.
So as this thing pulls back, it winds up its mighty weapon and swings in just a barrage of angry, and it's wall to wall. As it's bringing it back, it's smashing into the wall, and you're doing it out of your can. As the blade comes by, you use one hand and kind of flip off of it and use it to vault yourself around. But unfortunately, as it's you're flailing through the air to avoid it. It comes back just as quickly, and unfortunately, you're not able to get out of the way as it smashes into you.
Do I just see him
slamming
flying
you
all over the place?
No, you don't. I'll get to that. As you're vaulting around, unfortunately, you're only able to dodge a few blows, but it lands a really good one, and it slams you into the wall with a solid check. You take 28 points of damage.
Oh.
I take it.
That's actually not that bad for a crit.
No.
Yeah.
That's not that bad. And it bellows in your face. You get a big, giant gash across your chest. You're breathing deep. What is your max HP?
59
something?
59.
So that was pretty good. That brought you down pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
So you have this big, you're breathing really heavy. You're kind of staggering in your boots. The impact has jarred you to the bone.
Literally.
So what you see is you see him almost like balleting for no reason, and then you see him run himself into the wall. It's the weirdest thing.
On a scale of 0 to 59, how are you feeling?
31.
Oh, that's funny, Ryan. Well done.
I remember I made a similar post like that in the past.
Yeah, you have, and you've made a comment about it being some people calling it metagaming in a game.
It's like,
anyways,
no?
So what do you want to do at this point?
Are you okay?
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
No. I rolled a 5.
Not gonna work.
Well, 6 with his bonus.
Well, you have to be within 10 feet of me.
Right?
Is he within 10 feet of me?
Yeah.
You guys were just standing right next to each other, and he just stopped for whatever reason and started acting weird. Shit's funny. All right. Yes. So you're just you basically are trying to talk him through this. You're not sure what he's talking about or why he's not engaging this massive beast. Are you gonna react to that at all, or?
Are you not gonna help me fight this piece of beef here?
What are you talking about?
The Minotaur.
What Minotaur?
The one that just shanked me.
It begins assaulting you again, so we'll have you take your turn.
Okay. Attack! Assault to the face! Twice.
Okay.
Well, one's a miss, but the other one's gonna be a 16 to hit.
Yes, roll damage.
Wow.
10, 20...
He's like a polar opposite of me, I swear.
26!
26. Yes. Would you like to describe what you do?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to give the wrong impression.
Yeah. I try to stab him in the eyes this time.
All right. Now, called shots are not a thing.
I know.
But you can certainly try. So as you
I did say try.
yeah. So as you begin dancing with your blades in a very ballerina-esque. Wait, you're using two, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But one missed.
Yeah, I know one didn't. And so as you try to go for its eyes, it twitches and turns, and it uses its horn to parry away your blow. And as you kind of swing around, you kind of flip your blade in your hand backwards, and you come back with a slash right across its chest, getting it right between the nips.
Okay.
And it goes, yeah! And it's angry, it's pissed. You can see it in its eyes, but it doesn't seem phased by its wounds.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
It grabs you by the throat, or attempts to grab you by the throat. You want to give me a contested check?
Okay. Dex or strength, right?
Yep.
Excellent.
17. Not even close.
27.
All right, so as it tries to grab you, it kind of gets a hold of your clothes, and you kind of slip away, and you slip out of your little piece of equipment, and then turn around and then get right back in it.
It has my hat!
It has your hat. It rips your hat off as you try to escape its grip, and then you see that it crushed the lovely feather that was right on the end of it.
Oh.
It goes and it throws it off to the side.
Would you like to rage?
Yeah, that's all it can do. It doesn't have multi-grapple, so.
For all you DBZ Bridge fans, my trucker hat!
Oh no!
Oh, what a bridge?
So
Dragon Ball Z Bridge.
so you just see his hat just come off,
Yep.
but then you realize he pulled his hat off, and then threw it, and then crushed the feather. You're thoroughly confused at this moment.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wonder if I'm supposed to make that. No, you already succeeded on it. Okay, so he's engaged with this thing. You can't see it. Is there anything you want to do to try to break it?
I have no idea if there's...
You don't know what's wrong with him, yeah, right?
Yeah. Okay, seriously, what is going on here?
Minotaur.
What Minotaur?
The one I'm fighting.
I don't see a Minotaur.
Wisdom saving throw. With advantage. Mostly because I forgot to give it to you at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Oh.
20.
All right, so
+3.
as it's like yes, +3. As you're engaged with this thing, you're locking literally horns with this thing. You're going blow for blow. It's pushing you back. It pins you to the ground, and then after your conversation with him, it just disappears.
Huh. Illusion, I guess.
Master of illusion, right?
Right.
The Grand Master, the Grand Illusionist.
Mm-hmm.
So there you are, standing at the top, and your hat is still messed up. That wasn't an illusion. All right, so you guys can peer down the hallway. There's only 2 doors here, and then to the left is a the hallway kind of veers off to the left.
So how much healing do we have left of that lay on the hands of yours?
Hang on.
He wants you to touch him.
Shut up.
You gonna show him on the doll where you want him to touch you?
Oh, stop it.
Never!
Actually, it reminds me of a comic where the Pope ordered a voodoo doll of himself.
Oh, no.
So show me on this doll where the priest touched you.
That's so bad.
Yeah, it was. Tater.
That's some good amp rope.
Now I'm thinking about Futurama.
Let's see.
I love Futurama.
So I used about...
I grow hemp. Really? Tell me more, Jefferson. Yes, we made a lot of rope of it. Oh, yep. I smoked 5 feet of rope a day. Ooh.
I give him 15 hit points.
That'll do.
So you...
Just a simple pat on the back.
Oh, no. You cannot just do a simple pat on the back. That is not how this works. You're taking away one of the greatest joys of a DM explaining how lay on hands works.
What the heck are you talking about, Ryan?
I know what he's talking about.
Yes, so you caress his back ever so gently as the energy surges from your holy symbol through your hand and into his body, and his body glows for an instant of this radiant golden showers of energy. You got it.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, well, that's... I hope everyone else is enjoying it.
Well, I know that Ryan is. I don't know about Tater.
Ryan says a deep tissue massage.
Well, Tater's former Navy, so...
Oh, my God, dude. I just thought of an awesome character concept.
Golden shower of energy. Really, Ryan?
The character concept, the masseuse healer who gives deep tissue massages of healing. I like that. Oh, my God, that would be so fun. You'd really need a loose group, fun group for that.
Ian, you know what everyone is talking about except yourself.
Sounds about right.
All right. So, anyways, so you guys are standing at the top of this. There's 2 doors, and then one. The hallway veers off to the left.
I give a listen.
Same.
Okay, give me a perception check.
16.
12.
You can hear some kind of mumbling or chanting or something coming from the end of the hall.
So ignore the doors. Got it. I stole away one of my short swords, flick out a dagger from the sleeve of my jacket, and throw it down the hallway. Wait, hear the voice. Yeah.
I have to think for a second.
Took a lot longer for me to do math.
The whispering, chanting, or whatever it is continues unabated.
Oh. Oh, Air Force. Okay. Not Navy.
Oh,
USAF.
yeah. Okay. United States Air Force. See, I know what that shit means. All right.
Okay.
Anyways, so nothing seems to
React.
Nothing seems to react to whatever it is. So maybe whatever it was didn't hear it, or
I was trying to make a noise. I was trying to stab this sucker at range.
well, you can't see nothing. The hallway goes, and then there's an exit. It veers off to the left.
Oh, veers off to the left.
Yeah. I thought you were trying to hit it in the wall and see if you could distract something.
I thought he was hitting a door.
No door. There's 2 doors, one
I was
door on
aiming-
each side, and at the end of the hallway, it veers to the left.
I was
You
aiming
can
for-
see a flicker of light coming from it.
I was aiming for the chanting.
Yeah, the chant you can't see, you can only hear.
I know. I know.
Ryan's gotta leave.
Oh.
He's gotta roll out. Got the ESO clan.
What the hell? Really? Elder Scrolls Online?
We've had this conversation.
Yeah, I know. He just lost like 5 cool points. No, have a good time, man. Thanks for joining us. We hope you mildly entertained. If not, see, and I do apologize if it's not super great, but it's, I literally started reading this like an hour before they got here.
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
It is like such a bum rush. Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
So what's the plan? There's a flicker of light coming from the...
Have fun storming the castle.
Think they'll make it?
Probably not.
Oh, come on!
If Ryan's leading, maybe. If he's not the leader, then probably not.
You messed up the line, man.
I didn't know what the line was because I'm...
I'll take a miracle.
Oh, whatever. Anyways, so what are you guys going to do? It's getting late and I got to go to bed.
I'm gonna stealth.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
13.
You think you're
Goodbye
stealthy.
I tracked about 10 feet behind him.
Short swords at the ready.
Give me a stealth check with disadvantage.
Just roll higher than that one, and you'll be good.
Oh my gosh. 14.
Okay.
We're consistent.
You think you're stealthy.
Yeah.
So as you guys are tiptoeing, as every step makes a creak noise. It's like
Okay.
as you guys are making your way down south, sorry. As you're making your way,
You're trying to time it right, aren't you?
no, I want to do something, but I know it'll make the game go longer, so I don't want to do it because it'll make the game go longer. But it's really cool, so I kind of want to do it.
The temptation is
So-
real.
So I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Oh no.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's not gonna go well for you, Mr. Plate Man, Mr. Armor Guy.
22.
Yep,
12.
not gonna do it. So as you guys are creeping, inching
Wait.
down,
I'm gonna use my aura of protection.
does it bring it to 16?
15.
Oh, that's too bad.
Darn it.
All right, so as you're creaking down, you're leading the pack, right?
Yeah.
Stealthily. All of a sudden, you hear snap,
Oh.
and the floor underneath you gives way, and you go tumbling. Well, that's the dex was for, was to catch. The floor gives away, and you try to scramble for the edge to grab onto it as you thud as you fall 2 stories down to the or 1 story down to the ground below you. Landing in the room with the statue, the nymph statues that you saw.
Yep.
So okay, I guess I can describe what you see, I guess. As you look around this room, there's a nymph statue of a very lovely lady. I need you to take only 4 points of damage. That's not bad.
4 points.
Yeah, shit. As you kind of look up and you can, do you go back to the hole to look down or no?
Do you, need me to lower a rope?
Sure.
As you busted through the floor, though, you notice that the walls in the room, or the walls in the hallway, are nothing on the wall that you saw that was hanging is there anymore.
Makes sense.
The floor's all rotted where you fell through. You can see like it all soft and gooey and infested with termites and everything. It's no wonder you fell through.
Yep.
So did you lower a rope for him?
I lowered the rope for him.
All right, I'm just gonna let you succeed on the climb because
Right.
we're on a time crunch.
Time crunch.
Nader's like, I'm gonna go drink some more.
Yeah, that was like a couple minutes
So
ago.
you kind of you climb back up, and now you realize that this beautiful, elegant hallway is not so beautiful and elegant anymore.
Yep.
What are you guys gonna do?
Go down the hallway.
Stealthily.
Might as well.
As you make it to the end of the hallway,
There we go.
13.
26.
as you walk into this room, the ceiling in this empty room has many holes in it, and the floor is damp and covered with shingles and wet leaves. Despite the exposure to the elements, the floorboards appear sturdy. A single wooden door leads out of this room through the north wall.
Okay.
Should we proceed?
Let me roll perception first.
Mm-hmm. You can give me an investigation.
No, I'm listening.
Okay.
Same.
You can hear some chanting. It's closer, but it seems to be muffled still.
All right, 15.
1. All right. So the only way out of here you can see is did you mean to read that again? Was the floor?
Did the
was
chanting?
the room?
Does the chanting seem to come from that door?
It's hard to tell.
Okay.
It's coming from somewhere near this room, but
Okay.
it's so muffled it's really hard to tell.
To the door.
All right.
All right. Who's walking through first? What's the marching order?
I'll go first.
All right. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
That's why I went first. Okay, that's gonna be a 12 with your +3.
Oh, that is not good. So, as he opens this door and walks in, you see him vanish. You come tumbling from the second floor and fall right outside the mansion. As you look up, you see the door you walk through isn't there. It's a hole in the side of the mansion.
Ah.
And you just stepped and fell to the ground.
Ah, son of a.
Would you have a
You
rope?
take 4 points of damage. As you fall with a loud... You do it. Luckily, you fall into like a tumble roll.
The moment he disappears, I'll take another quick look
Investigation with advantage.
around. 14.
You don't know what happened. He's gone. You can hear him calling to you.
Can you lower a rope by any chance?
I look through the doorway.
As you look through, you see boxes, chests, and fragments of broken furniture covering the floor in this large room, but you don't see any evidence of your partner, but you can still hear him asking for a rope.
Right through the door in the room.
All right, as you do, the illusion shatters, and all you see is open space. You can see him standing down there, down on the ground. Looks like he just fell on his can, and you can see the off in the distance. You can see the village.
This is getting really old.
As you guys look around, this area looks like the whole section of the house just crumbled.
Sure, I'll pass you some rope.
You Jackie Chan that shit up, boom, 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 up the side and crawl back up. Give me a dexterity saving throw to see if any of the support that you're using to crawl
Oops.
holds.
Yeah, it's gonna be 20.
Okay. All right, so you make it back up. You're back in this room. The chanting is still there. You can hear it.
Ooga chugga, ooga, ooga, ooga.
Really?
Here, maybe I should help you with that.
Yeah, that'll work. I can't stop that feeling. Sorry.
You can hear this chanting, but you can't tell where it's coming from. You can only assume that there's some sort of illusion that you're trapped in that's preventing you from seeing this.
I listen.
Same.
It's coming from somewhere in this room. Give me a perception check.
15?
11.
Once again, it's more muffled than what you're hearing on here. It is muffled.
Yep. Go ahead and turn it down a little bit then. There we go.
So you can hear this muffled chanting. What'd you get?
11. Not much.
We could burn this house down.
I have an idea, and I cast thaumaturgy and to boom my voice.
Okay, and now your voice is booming. What do you do?
Urlach! We will find you! We know you're here!
The chanting stops. Yes, I know you're here, but I am far too busy to deal with the likes of you. Now go. Leave my home.
Not gonna happen.
Well, then you'll remain here, clueless, for eternity, trapped in my illusion. I am the grand illusionist, after all. And The chanting continues.
I tried.
Yep.
I'm gonna use Divine Sense.
Okay. Can you tell me what divine sense does?
Oops, wrong one. Divine Sense. Sense the presence of strong evil registers. Oh shoot.
High winds. Power's gonna go out.
Yep.
The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like an noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. I can raise my awareness to detect such forces until the end of my next turn. You know the location of any celestial fiend or undead, which I know he's not.
But you never know.
Within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been desecrated or consecrated, as with the Hollow spell.
I don't know if that's gonna capture anything. You
Yeah.
send out this ping.
It's worth a shot, really.
Yeah, it was. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Yes, you feel the energy of hallowed ground directly above you.
Above us.
He's on the roof.
Give me a boost.
Or in the attic. The attic would make more sense than the roof.
Okay, fine, the attic.
He's on the roof.
I give him a boost.
You are a good person. People like you. You're a nice guy. Wait, you didn't mean a moral boost. You meant a physical one, huh?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. To where? Right now, there's windows here, I guess.
I know.
Are you trying to get them to the roof?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So you try to open the door or the windows to get to the roof, right?
Yep.
Give me an investigation check.
Haha. 17.
14.
As you
Come on, man.
try to open up the door or the window, it's locked, and it's locked good, and it doesn't seem to be budging.
Bash it.
All right, give me an investigation check.
I'll assist.
Okay.
That means
Team
you get
effort.
advantage.
Huh?
That means you get advantage.
They're the same. 11.
11.
Yeah.
As you try to smash the window, you're
Wait, that's a strength check?
to smash a window or to unlock it.
No, smash.
You're trying to smash, right?
Yeah. So what's
what about
investigate to do with that?
Has nothing. It determines whether you break the illusion or not.
Okay.
When you guys do something that your brains can't understand why it's not working,
Got it.
you need to get a check to see. So
Okay.
what was your investigation check?
11.
Okay.
I assisted.
All right, and then can I get athletics to actually break the thing? Did I already call for that?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, athletics.
I'll do that.
18.
11.
Well, it's teamwork. So as you begin to smash through the window, you're surprised at how sturdy it is. But as it finally busts, what was a window becomes nothing but, what was glass quickly becomes nothing but wooden, boarded up windows. As your hands bust through a boarded up window, the illusion shatters. You can hear the voice, and as you look up, you can see what appears to be a trapdoor on the ceiling.
Perfect.
So we climb up on the roof.
Or open the trap door.
Oh, open the trapdoor.
Yeah, you couldn't see the illusioned door before, but busting the window broke the illusion. So you can choose to climb to the window, or you can go up the.
And what's to say you can't punch your way out of any situation?
That's true.
Yeah. So we go to the trapdoor.
All right. So as it opens up?
No, we bust it down.
Well, you gotta go up. So
Oh.
it's
like an
very hard.
attic.
It's hard to bust up, I guess.
Oh, sorry.
It's like
Unless
an
you're talking
attic.
about people, you can bust up people, I guess. Yeah. So you open the attic thing and you climb through, and there you see this man sitting there, in like a big pentagram circle. He's got books are everywhere,
Okay.
and he's got candles lit, and he's sitting there, chanting.
I throw a
And then,
knife.
and then he stops chanting, and he looks to you. Do you want to just throw the knife, or do you want to give me a chance to say something?
Oh, I'm gonna let this guy talk.
Okay. So, you have made it through my... Alright, give me an attack roll.
I did firmly establish.
Yep.
Oh, look on that one.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, look at that
Sweet.
He thought I was gonna let him monologue.
Okay, initiative rolls?
20.
4.
What is your... We got Jacques
Jacques.
at 20. Man, Chiron's not doing good today, is he?
I know.
You got 4, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, not bad. Ooh. All right, Jacques, what are you gonna do? You threw a dagger already, so okay. Give me attack rolls.
Short swords come out. Ooh, 2 17s.
Natural 17s, actually.
Plus 8 to both, so 2 25s.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, 10. 21. 29 damage. From 2 strikes.
How much?
29.
Oh, that's not good. It might take me a little while because I didn't get to read his spells ahead of time. I have to kind of figure out what is.
He cast bigger fish.
Oh. Okay. Yes. How could a mage not have shield prepared? What in the... Oh, it's because he can do this other stuff at... Oh, shit. Okay, I'm like, man, why would you not have shield? But...
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, it's because he's got other stuff to make up for it. All right, yes,
Finally, arcane caster who doesn't have shield.
it's like class 101, how to protect yourself, don't die. Magic missile and shield. All right, how much damage?
29.
As you rush into, do you want to describe? You threw the one, right? Did you rush in and stab him with the other one?
Yep.
All right, so as you throw your dagger, it's rewarded as a tiny prick. You created ruptures, a grotesque kind of spray from his neck as it pierces through what looks like a flash of light that breaks like glass around him. You've fought enough mages to know that this is a technique that they all use very often to protect themselves in a mystical armor. And as the dagger kind of cuts him in the neck, he kind of just jerks a second, grabs his neck, and kind of shakes it off a little bit. You rush in and do an assault with your blade, a flurry of blows. In some instances, the barrier is able to prevent the complete touch of the blade. But in one of the final strikes, you do manage to shatter through the armor and make a small incision along his gut line. He goes, "Well, you're in much trouble if that's the best you got."
No.
Isn't that right? As two... He said, "Isn't that right?" I don't know what weapon he's got. As you feel the sudden sting of a dagger in your ribcage.
Did I stab myself?
No, you didn't.
Okay.
Just as you see him charge after, you see this tall, lanky fellow appear out of nowhere right behind him and shoves a dagger in his gut. I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Ah, son of a...
Him.
Right.
You just saw Barty appear out of nowhere.
With your +3, that's going to be a...
If you're in range.
Right.
Yeah, the room's not that big. I would say 10 feet you're probably fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
so So 22.
Okay. As the blade digs deep into your stomach, you feel this kind of numbingness kind of running up through your body, and you kind of just you shrug it off, and it fades just real quickly. Whatever is on his blades definitely is dangerous. He pulls his blade away. For 13 points of damage.
Okay. That hurt.
I'm sure it did. He says, "Thank you for having a cup of joe with me." He pulls his blade out. And he said, "Barty, did you waste your good joe on these intruders?" And they kind of have a little discussion back and forth about wasting good joe. At that point...
You do see him too, right?
Huh? Yeah, well, I guess you should shout back to him, say, "There's a guy stabbing me, do you see him?"
That's why I'm asking.
I saw him too late.
That's a good response. Because he did pretty much come out of nowhere.
I'm making sure I'm not beating myself up again.
Alright, so I'm going to have to narrow down some of the stuff that I would love to do, but...
Right.
For the whole... Because this is just awesome. Anyways, so he holds out his hand and does a quick spell incantation, and then next thing you know, at the end of the spell incantation, you now see 4 of Ulak.
Oh.
Son of a gun.
Okay, I had to make sure it took an action to do that. I couldn't remember. All right, so as there's 4 of them, he says, "Do you think you can beat me? You think you can stop me from my goal? I will master the tome before it kills me, and no one will stand in my way." And he disappears instantly.
So
Give me an Arcana check.
So he made 4 of himself appear, but then he disappeared?
Yeah, it's hard to...
16.
9.
You've seen a similar spell. The way he kind of disappeared, it was a quick like wash over him. This like light surged through his body, as if he shifted into another dimension or phased. Or you've seen it before. You're not exactly sure what it is, but you've seen other creatures.
Me as a
shift
player
into
knows what it is.
Okay, well you as a very slow Chiron doesn't. Chiron?
Yep.
Chiron doesn't. Chiron, your turn. Hey, you know what? I'm actually impressed with the rate we're actually going. I know it's not as thorough as the adventure is, but I hope you guys are having a good time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I was that surprised you didn't say, bring giant killer robots!
So the 4 illusions that he summoned are still here.
It was really hard not for me to say that, but I didn't know if he cared about that, so I chose not to.
Yeah.
But I want to play it really bad. I'm sorry.
So
Giant killer robots
the
is awesome.
4 illusions that he created are still in the room.
Nope, they all disappeared.
They all disappeared.
Everything went. The only thing that's left is the tall, gaunt Barty.
Take down Lurch!
I don't know what to do.
You can attack Lurch,
Lurch?
the gaunt guy that just stabbed him in the back.
Oh.
Barty?
That's the name of the butler from the Addams Family.
All right.
Oh, yeah. The Addams
All right.
Family. Da-da-da-da.
All right, I'm going to attack the Lurch. What?
That's funny.
Yeah.
This is going to be 2 attacks with the longsword.
Suck it, Barty.
Also, I'd like to point out that in this room, a black podium stands in the middle of this in this room. On top of the podium is a thick silver-bound book with a large blue gem set in its cover.
Really?
The gem glows faintly, illuminating the room in a dim azure light. This was right where he was doing his ritual. I didn't know that because that was in a different part.
Smite the sucker.
I moved it.
All right, attack it with the longsword. A 16 and a 17 to hit.
Yes.
Any smites?
Smite me, almighty smiter!
I'm gonna use 1 smite.
Welcome back, New York Tater.
I'm back.
So, while they're rolling, I'll give you a quick catch-up. They found the bad guy hidden in a secret illusionary trapdoor room, and while they were Jacques was trying to stab the illusionist,
I had him.
Barty popped out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere, and shoved a dagger in his gut. Poison dagger.
3 points of radiant damage and 7 points of slashing damage. And that's for the first attack.
I thought it was minimum 2d8 for...
That's for when you're up against fiends or undead.
I know.
At level 8, doesn't smite go up in power as you use it?
What?
No. What? You get higher spells.
Oh, the spell slot you use determines how many dice it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, if you use what's your highest level? Because you should be using that.
2nd level.
Okay, so 2d8.
And I just use a 1st level spell slot.
Oh, okay.
All right.
And all that damage was for the first attack.
Damn, at level 8, it's only 2 spell slots? I guess he's a 3rd level caster, isn't he?
Hey, if we did
A
this
third
at...
a caster.
I will say this, DM. If we did this at level 9, I would have had access to a 3rd level spell slot.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I picked level 8 arbitrarily.
Uh-huh.
Because this says it's for level 6s, or level 5 or 6s, but I figure there's only 2 of you.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
So,
That seems logical.
That will be a 10 points of slashing damage for the second attack.
some 14 total.
Yep. No, that's...
What was the first one?
The first one was 10.
Oh, actually, for a first level slot, it's 2d8.
It's 2d8.
For a first level slot. It's an extra d8 for each.
Level beyond the first?
Yeah.
So what was your total damage? Now you gotta roll more, so go ahead.
Yeah.
My radiant damage was 3 plus 8, so that's 11 plus
D6.
the damage from my first longsword attack. That was a 7.
Yep.
So that would be an 18 from the first attack, and my second attack damage was 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Yep.
So as you dash at him, you brush your opponent's, you brush his guard aside. You hew into him violently, and as your blade cuts into his flesh, you chant the name of Bahamut, and a burst of energy rushes from your body from your insignia through your body and into your blade, erupting this. What color light?
Silver light.
The silver light glows, lighting up the room for an instant as he kind of bursts. Ah! How dare you!
And in that burst, he could have sworn he heard a dragon's roar.
He kind of startles and he looks around. What is this? You'll pay for that. His voice has changed. It's no longer the soothe causing one. And you swear for an instant his face contorted
Heh.
under the grimacing pain. All right, top of the initiative, Jacques.
I'm gonna walk over to the spell book, take out some flint and tinder.
You gonna try to light it on fire?
Yep.
All right. As you're
I'm gonna burn Lice's house down.
Fuck it. All right. So as you're trying to light this book and catch this pages on fire. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Magical items don't catch fire, right?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say. All right. So as you're starting sparks, the sparks are hitting the pages and are rolling off and hits the floor. And as soon as it does, the floor starts to catch fire.
Consolation prize.
Anything else?
I guess that's it.
You just lit the place on fire. Are you just gonna hang around, or are you just gonna hang out and wait for the guy to return? What's the plan?
Daggers. I guess that was my move and my standard. So.
Okay.
Yep.
As if to come out of nowhere, you see all 4 replicas phase in again, and there's Ulrach.
Cool.
You have burned my home. I will not accept this. I have asked you to leave nicely. You have failed to listen.
Yep.
Now you will be forced to listen and obey me. I hate having to scroll back and forth between these stat blocks. That's why I print them off. Oh, snap.
No, no.
Well, we can open the same file multiple times.
Oh, yeah?
If it's an illusion, it wouldn't catch on fire either since it's magic.
Well, you guys already broke the illusion in this room. So.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, shit. I'm trying to think. He's got some really cool abilities, but then I think he's like a master of illusion. So I think I wanna do something along those lines. Well, no, fuck that.
You might want to put that fire out. Yes, I do say that to him.
He begins chanting a spell, and he begins chanting a spell, and I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Both of us?
Yes.
Sweet.
Natural 20.
21.
He begins chanting, and you guys start to hear this voice in your head. It's
One more than usual.
It's burrowing into your head, and it's saying, "You will follow me. You will." And you guys just shake it off. You know that it's the source of his magic. Your bodies are able to ignore the plead of this call. And he vanishes again. So now that you've assaulted Barty, he's pretty pissed. So Barty looks at you. He's got a hold of your hand and he's pulling it away.
By the way, his dagger's poisoned.
Unfortunately, he's gonna have to find out the hard way. And he makes a series of swipes in your direction.
My AC is 17.
Yep.
Nope, not gonna hit. So as he's trying to ward off your blade, you're engaged in it. He swings a couple times. You parry his blow. You're using a shield or anything, or
No.
just two short swords?
I have a dagger, a longsword, and a short sword.
Okay. As he's assaulting you with this dagger, and he's quick. He's pushing you back. I mean, he's quick on his feet. It's surprisingly agile. You're twisting and turning. You're parrying the blows, and you're forcing the dagger to kind of hit into your chainmail or to void you completely during the pushback and the trade-off and attacks. He looks in your eyes and he says, "We share Joe."
I didn't drink it.
Neither
You
did I.
Fools.
Neither did I.
A man's Joe, and sharing that moment is a precious thing, and you just spat it in my face.
I didn't drink it at all.
All right, he's
Neither
done.
did I.
Kyron,
All right.
he's not that strong. You should be able to bring him down pretty quick.
Yep.
Yeah, and to make sure that I do hit, I'm gonna use Vow of Enmity on him.
Okay.
Interesting.
Which
What does that do?
as a bonus action, I can utter a vow of enmity against a creature that I see within 10 feet of me, using your channel divinity. You gain advantage on attack rolls against the creature for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 hit points or falls unconscious.
I like it.
Oh shit, that's baller. Okay. Wait, what again? I wasn't listening. I'm
Vow of
sorry.
enmity.
He gets advantage.
Oh, okay, awesome.
I get advantage on attack rolls for 1 minute.
So you are vowing to focus all your attack on this guy? Is that how that works? Is that what an enmity is? Yeah, Nader. They broke the illusion of the room, and the item is magical but not illusionary.
That is a 15 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, that is damage. And I'm gonna use a second level spell slot.
Nice. So 3d8.
Yep.
I feel like I could have did so much more with this if I had had a little more time.
Wow. So it's
That'll hurt.
5 plus So 5 points of slashing damage, and 15 points of radiant damage.
Okay. With a thrust of your sword, that begins high overhead. It dives down past your enemy's defenses and lands pretty hard. He attempts to block with his dagger, but is unsuccessful. He tries to move out of the way, and it catches right into his leg area.
And that's just the first attack.
You hear a kind of whelp escape his lips.
For the priests and the captain.
Ha! For the priest. You killed the priest, fools.
Yep.
And I know it weighs heavily on your soul.
Not really.
Oh, try me.
Now, what does your character really think? He's obviously putting on a show. This character has mind read. So, I want to pluck at that a little bit.
My character doesn't care.
That he knows that if it weren't for the Urlach's illusions, their deaths would not have happened.
Good way to try to get out of saying it's okay to kill people.
So the blood, so their blood is on his hands as much as it is on.
It was your blade that killed him. You cannot trick me, fool. You see as you're looking into his eyes, his
25
kind of face
to
contorts
hit.
a little bit.
25 to hit on the second attack.
Yes.
Throw in another level
man.
1 smite. Wow. 13 points of slashing damage and 5 points of radiant damage.
All right, that's a lot.
I rolled a 10 on my longsword die.
Yep.
All right, I gotta wrap this up, man.
Yep.
What was total damage?
It was a, what was it? 17 points total.
Okay, yes. Do you want to describe your attack? Mostly because I'm reading something.
As I come in to attack, he would see that some celestial and dragonic runes appeared on my body and my armor. He could see it on my skin, and
How's it end?
I just do a straight across his upper torso. No, hang on. I'm actually gonna do.
Now he's gonna be short and gaunt.
No, I'm gonna be doing a straight up stab, straight into the solar plexus.
And you penetrate him good.
Yep.
That is so dirty.
Yeah, that's all I know. Sorry.
Well, your sword's covered in blood, so yeah, it's totally dirty.
I love that. He kind of looks at you. Their death is on your hands. And he collapses under your blade.
And I pry him from my sword. Good night.
Well, it's probably all the high wind.
Yep.
All right. So, Jacques, the fire is beginning to spread in the room.
Okay. I put my short swords away, take out 2 daggers, and get ready to throw them.
As soon as he appears.
Yep.
You ready your action?
Yep.
All right. And just as you predicted, you're in a waiting stance. You crouch down.
Yep.
Hands held high, ready to flip him.
Mm-hmm.
And he flickers into existence, all 4 of his copies. And as you throw both attacks, you're doing 2 different attacks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you quickly launch them too, as they come out of nowhere, you see an instant of fear in his eyes, as if he wasn't expecting it. As one catches him right in the head, and his illusion fades. And as the other one, man, I wonder if my internet's going out. As the beam I'm distracted by the light. As you launch this dagger, end over end. It catches another one in the shoulder and it fizzles. And he says, "Ah!" Is there anything else you can do?
2 down.
Is there anything else you can do?
Nope.
He looks at you, looks at what's left of Bard. He says, "Fine." He chants another spell.
You may want to put that fire out, by the way.
And as he does, the entire room, as he chants a spell, you see him have a small dagger. He scoops up the book with one hand, stabs himself as he's chanting, and blood spews out. And instantly, the entire room is full of water.
Okay.
And he disappears again.
Blinks. He blinked out.
Yeah, he did. And the room is now flooded with water, and you guys can't breathe. You start drowning.
Or is it?
Give me a wisdom, or give me a investigation. How do you want to try to? You just want to try to observe it to see if it's real?
Yep.
Okay.
5.
18.
You're drowning. You're confident. It's real. You're drowning. The entire room is full of water. I am not kidding. Can I just out of game? Can I just tell you what this stupid ability is?
Sure.
He has. You ever watch or ever play Dragon Age Origins?
Yeah.
He has an ability that he can sacrifice his HP to make an illusion real.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that awesome?
Oh, son of a
I didn't
gun.
realize that at first. I was like, man, he's got a lot of illusion stuff, but I don't know if it's going to help in this fight. Oh. So the entire room is flooded, and you guys are... give me a Constitution save to see if you were able to catch your breath before it filled.
So the fire's out.
The fire is out. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
What'd you get?
7.
8.
Okay.
Wow.
You guys weren't able to catch your breath, so you can hold your breath equal to your con modifier, a number of minutes equal to your con modifier minus 1.
So a minute.
1 minute.
So 1 minute. Is that what you guys are at each?
Yep.
Yep.
So the air is rushed. The water. You were able to prevent most of the water from rushing into your lungs. It kind of caught you off guard. You're kind of just floating there, as buoyancy's taking over, and you start to kind of rise towards the top. Except for you, your armor's kind of heavy, so it's kind of weighing you down.
Is the entrance to the attic room still open?
Yes.
I tried to book it there.
Well, book it is not exactly a word I would describe. So as you're swinging towards, you can actually start to see that it is starting to drain down through the trapdoor a little bit. Mm-hmm. And your eyes are able to be rushed towards it. Give me an athletics check.
Both of us?
Yes. Yeah, swimming.
Oh my gosh.
You'd think I have advantage with that or something.
13.
6.
So as you guys are swimming towards, you can't quite get a handle on it. You're pushing through. The amount of water you're trying to move, you feel like you're not making as much way as you can. You're almost being pulled in faster than you're swimming as the water is starting to kind of drain out through that escape hatch, and it's beginning to pull you in. The problem is as it's escaping through this room and you're being sucked in, it's filling the room below you.
Okay. And that room has a lot of holes in it.
Give me an athletics check.
Can I shove my short sword into the floorboards?
Yes, you can.
I do that.
You get advantage on your athletics check.
Okay.
We do?
Well, he does.
Ah.
You can't do it until after you see him do it.
14.
All right, so you pull your blade and you smash it into the wooden ground, and the water is tugging and pulling at you and dragging you towards this hole that the water is escaping through. You see him kind of put his weapon in, but unfortunately it pulls you right towards the hole. So either you can choose to let it take you down to the next floor where the water's filling, or you can try to stop.
I'm going to stop.
All right. So give me an athletics check with advantage.
That is a 25.
Okay. So you've probably got maybe 20 seconds of air left. The water is rushing out. and you can start to see it kind of lowering inside the room.
Yep.
You guys are just going to take the pummeling?
Yep.
You're going to run out of breath if you don't move.
I know.
You know? You're just going to let yourself drown?
Yep.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I
No,
am.
you're not. As the water is rushing out, you guys are kind of able to hold your own. You kind of swim towards the top. The water is draining, and as you look out, the book is gone.
Yep.
Urlach is gone. Your bounty is gone.
You've
killed the people you're supposed to bring back.
Well, 2 of them.
The other one was already dead. Let me see what this says here. All right, so you guys are exhausted. You're soaking wet.
Yep.
This mansion's illusion has been cracked. As you look around it, there's no more beautiful anything. The whole thing is in disrepair. It's destroyed. There's broken glass, broken like china and all the stuff in this closet that was all kind of masked with all the magic. Do you guys return to town or just move on your way? Well, I would hope you'd return to town, I guess.
Yeah, I would at least plan to bring back the bodies.
All right, so you guys scoop up the bodies and
I take the 2 clerics.
Carry them to the priest to the temple. You open up the door to the temple with a lot of you're dripping wet. You got the as you guys are walking.
I got good news and I got bad news.
Instantly hear, oh my God! Several of the priesthood, run and surround it, and here comes Brother Aster. You have returned.
Well, the good news is we found the captain and your clerics.
I was afraid that this was happening. It is a shame.
The runes on my body are still active, by the way.
The what?
The runes from my attack.
Okay. How long does that last?
It's just a flavor effect.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So I take it that they were murdered by the enemy then.
Well, the captain was.
What do you mean?
Our bounty is a master of illusions. He disguised your clerics as some monsters and attacked us.
He tricked us. He tricked us into killing them.
It was your blades that killed them.
His magic deceived us.
They were just children. So young. And yet you slayed them.
We had no way of knowing. His illusion magic was too powerful for us to see through.
Well, as an adventurer, if your first mind wasn't to slay everything, this might not have happened. But since the go-to for adventurers is to kill everything, you may want to blame his magics, but it's your preconceptions that everything you fight is evil that has cost them their life.
Keep telling yourself that.
You may rest at the temple for now, but I want you gone in the morning.
No problem. Our bounty's gone anyway.
And that's where we're gonna end it.
Go!
So I am sorry this is kind of rushed, but since I'm working 7 days a week, I can't go to like midnight or like we normally do. And since this was kind of an impromptu game, I wasn't as prepared as I'd like to be, but that's the way it goes, I suppose. I hope that you guys enjoyed the adventure. What did you think about this heavily illusionary adventure?
That was messed up.
Was it?
I enjoyed it.
Did you expect to accidentally kill some people?
I half expected.
Half expected? Well, that's not full expecting, I guess.
I mean, when there's illusions involved, you expect crap.
Yeah. But thank you guys for joining us who watched.
Aye, aye.
If you enjoyed the show, head on over to critacademy.com and let us know. Join our subscription. If you sign up for our newsletter that I only send out like once a year, you get entered every week. You get entered to win a prize every week. We give away free loot, 3 pieces of adventures from our sponsors over at the DMs Guild. Check it out. You can find us at critacademy.com. Follow us on Facebook, social media like Twitter, at Crit Academy. And let us know what you think, or send us an email. We do our awesome Unearthed Tips and Tricks segment at the end of every episode, where we give you a player tip, a DM tip, an encounter idea, a character concept, a monster variant, and a magic item. Every single episode we have different ones. So come and check them out. We really enjoy what we do here, and we hope you guys enjoyed your experience here at Crit Academy.
Good times.
Please tell us how great we are. So, we have currently, for those that are following us, we have a GoFundMe at GoFundMe.com/CritAcademyHelps. We are trying to raise money for a guest who we had on the show just recently. That episode will air, I think, in a week.
Something
2
like
weeks.
that.
Where we're trying to raise money for Ryan, who teaches uses D&D as a teaching tool for special needs children. And one of the conditions for him putting on the show putting on the event was that he had to pay for all of his own materials. So right now we're trying to get all the kids their own player's handbook, some writing utensils, some vinyl pads, maybe some dice and miniatures as well. So please, if you want to support D&D as a good cause and a learning tool, please head on over to GoFundMe.com/CritAcademyHelps, or you can find the link on our Facebook page. Anything else you guys want to say before we close out here?
I had fun. Thanks for listening, and game on.
Thanks for tuning in.
All right, heroes. Keep your blades sharp and spells prepared.
Yep.
I'll see you later. Thanks for joining us, you guys. Bye.